Good evening.
Hello, Greg. Give me 1 second. I have some problems with my microphone.
I can hear you fine.
I can hear you too, but I'm using my laptop speaker and microphone. I like to use those, so I'm
Yeah.
going to do some testing.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Morning.
Good evening. Good morning.
Hey, everyone. My apologies. I needed to restart because I had some issues with my ears and microphone. But I was here in the first place before anyone connected. So yeah,
Good evening.
good evening. How is everyone doing today?
Doing all right.
Ben awake.
Shall we get started?
Yep.
Okay. Before going directly to review today's agenda, I'd like to share some reminders. I know that what I'm going to share, all of you know about, but this is going to be recorded, and just in case someone see this video afterwards, I'd like them to see and to know what I'm going to talk about. So first reminder, we have a channel in Slack called Contribute. So if you are interested in getting involved, please join Contribute channel if you are not already there. Hello, Juan. So please, if someone in the community is interested in getting involved, please join contribute. And if you don't see any ongoing discussion about getting involved in something, just say hi and share your interest, and someone in that channel will help and show you what is the best way to continue with your interest. It can be getting involved in the website, writing an article in the blog. You can decide. Getting involved in the specification. That's one reminder. The second reminder is some weeks ago, we launched an initiative called Adopters. The Adopters is a list with companies that are using JSON Schema in production. We have big companies and small companies there, but the big thing or what is cool about that list is other companies that are exploring or evaluating using JSON Schema. They can learn about the experience of other companies. They can discover new use cases, but also that help us to increase the awareness of the project. So please, if you are using JSON Schema in your company, take a look to the adopters.md list in the community repository, or just go to the blog and search for the adopters article, and you will have more information about how to get your company there. And those were the main things that I wanted to remind today. If you guys here connected in this meeting like to share a reminder about something, I'm not the only one with the rights for that. So please feel free. If you have a priority, a discussion, or something that you like everyone to be aware of.
By the way, one comment, Ben, on the list. So I found the adopters of MD. I think that's really cool. I think what you should do probably is, I mean, maybe steal it or use it as a as inspiration for the list. But I actually collected, also with help from Kin back then, a list of JSON schema adopters on the awesome JSON schema, repo. I just sent you a link, Ben, in there. So there we had collected a huge amount of projects using JSON schema. We actually do not have like points of contacts with many of those, but just like the links themselves point to like some sort of proof that they're using JSON schema. Either they mentioned, some of the docs or like the repos and stuff like that. So if you actually want like a representative from those companies, it might actually be worth to take this into account and just email them and get them to add themselves into the adopters of MD. It might be a cool way, to do it. And I think, what if we do that, what we should do probably is I should then rework the awesome JSON schema to just get rid of that section and link to your adopters to MD, so then we have it all in one place.
Yeah, the thing is, we need someone of the community getting involved. So it's great having this list. I remember seeing your list, the list you provide when we sent like 3 months ago or so, a social media post with a lot of why JSON schema is so important. So I remember that we share a list of very important, relevant companies adopting JSON schema.
Yes.
So what I can do, and maybe it can work, is go through the list and see if we have someone in the community, an active member that is an employee of that company, right? So if I have the article and I have someone working inside, is just asking or checking with someone whatever is the decision
But I
maker
think,
in the company.
But I think apart from like taking a look at the current community to see if you find somebody from those companies, it might actually be a good opportunity to engage with them and grow the community. So for example, you can tell them, hey, we've seen that you use JSON schema and we would love, to get you more involved. And I know you can probably find some contact details. So, it's like, would you want to add yourself to this list and like propose somebody from the community and join our Slack? It might be a way to just engage with them as an excuse, right?
Yeah, definitely. Sounds great to me. Uh, just for everyone's information, other thing that I'm actually trying, but with not so much success for the moment, is I'm going through the metrics of the community, the analytics, to see what is the source of the visits that we are getting in different sections of the web page. And I discovered that in some cases we are receiving a good amount of visits from pages in different companies. For example, Confluent is one. Today I was checking something called Rocket Log or something like that, and I'm reaching out to those companies to see if they want to discuss about collaborations or getting if they check if they are using JSON schema or it's just a piece of content that they have in their docs, and if they are interested in getting in their company in the list. But for the moment, I'm not having much success. But yeah, I'm exploring different things. But yeah, definitely, I'm taking an action to see the list and cross the data with the community and try. Yeah, I'm going to take a look to the chat because there is a conversation going on there. Yeah.
I think, Ben, we should probably also render this list on the website, maybe. Would be even cooler than just a Markdown file.
Yeah, this is the next step. I'm going to share my screen, by the way, before going. We only have one item in the agenda, so I think we have time for that. So we are ready for having that kind of information. Can you see my screen?
We
So,
can.
yeah, okay. Here in the overview section, we only have one link for the moment. That is what is JSON schema. But in the future, the expectation about this section is have information like the roadmap, information about support or the use cases, and probably good
Yeah,
looking
exactly.
version of the list can be easily located here. Yeah, definitely. This is the place. Okay, this is what
Good
I
stuff.
wanted to share. Yeah, we are ready. If we decide to have that in the page. Let me stop sharing again. Okay. Those were the reminders. Any comment before going to see what we have in the agenda for today? Okay. I'm going to share my screen again. Let me make this bigger for a moment. And before starting, I like to start with the housekeeping and reviewing together the meeting etiquette. We are going to record this meeting to share it with the community and also in our YouTube channel. If someone in this meeting is again sharing this publicly in YouTube, please send me a message, private message, or in the way that you prefer. So I'll take care of not uploading this one in this case. But if I don't get any message, I upload it. And for the moment, is what I'm doing. Nobody is asking me for not doing it. So yeah, everything is going uploaded for the moment. We encourage everyone to challenge any language or behavior that is not inclusive, harmful, or against our code of conduct. We'll try to remain in mute when other people or person is speaking, and we'll try to use the Zoom reactions for us for a turn to speak. And as I said, for today, we have a small agenda with just one single item from my side. In the first place, we will review together the action items of the past community meeting. And the only item for today is take a look again to the topic about creating public email addresses, because we discussed that some weeks ago, and I think that it's time to make a decision to move forward. So, okay, before going to check the action items of the past meeting, we are still on time of getting more topics added. So if you have something in mind or something that you wanted to discuss, please edit the issue or add a comment, and we discuss as part of the agenda. So we are still on time for getting more topics added. Any comment before going to check the items of the past week? Okay. Okay, the action items we have from the past week is modify the proposal of the deprecation process to clarify that the scope of that document is not related to the specification development process, and add recommendations for handling communications that are not breaking changes. This is marked as completed because I made some amendments in that direction, but I received some comments from Jason, if I'm not mistaken, to improve the wording, to differentiate, or to because I was misunderstanding something regarding the breaking changes. That is not the what Jason suggested in the past meeting. So yeah, not basically I'm using sorry, in my proposal I'm doing some recommendations in the bottom of the document for handling communications that are not critical or breaking, but this is not specifically for not breaking changes. It's like other kind of communications that are not. I don't know. I don't know how to qualify that. Maybe informative or something, but I need to change the wording for not making so much emphasis in the breaking, non-breaking concept. So yeah, I still need to change it. Jason, maybe you can explain better than that I'm doing right now.
Yeah. So I'm still not sure you understand what I've been trying to get across. So my point is that we've created a plan for deprecation, right? And the point of that is to make it smoother for making breaking changes. But deprecation isn't the only kind of breaking change that we might introduce. So what I'm saying is instead of making a deprecation plan, should we make a breaking changes plan? So that section that you added at the end, I think that's great to have. Something we do for non-critical paths, but that's not really what I was getting at.
Yes, I wasn't understanding. So it's great that we are discussing this right now, because now it's much more clear, and I do agree that it's not breaking changes. Is exactly the words that you used. So it's not a deprecation plan, is breaking whatever. Exactly what you said is what I'm going to use for name this. And for the recommendations in the bottom, exactly, again, as you said, like other communications or non-critical changes or something like that. Yeah, definitely super helpful. Thank you for clarifying live.
Yeah.
By the way, we already started to use this for communicating the changes in the content type of the headers of the meta schemas. Yeah, and we got some positive reactions in the announcement in GitHub. So yeah, I think that people like to get informed. So yeah, let's see. Thanks. I'm going to share again to see what other actions are pending there. Here. Okay. We discussed about going to API Days Paris and check for the feasibility of that engagement in the conference. I think that we have the approval for Postman to pay for us being there for the accommodations. I mean, because the booth is for free. And today I spent all the morning checking for different merchandising providers with local providers here in Spain. So it's not marketed as updated here or as completed, but it is. So yeah, we are moving. I don't know if Ben, if you want to share something in addition to what I was just shared. So we have the approval, right?
Yeah, so we have the approval for that. I don't think I have anything particular to say, really. We're getting free tickets to the events. We're getting the booth for free. We just got to get there and cover expenses. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for me to say on that one.
Yep. Just to add some preview about the swag that we are going to produce for the event are going to be socks and stickers and maybe some pens. So I will try to keep some for the people that is more involved in the community, like you guys and maybe others. So yeah, it's the first ever JSON schema swag, right? So that never happened before. So no stickers, no t-shirts, anything. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people is going to get excited about that for sure. Okay. Any comment regarding API days? I created an issue today, but just for like the action, the checklist and action plan for doing the strategy of the event and the vote and so on. So as soon as I have some additional changes added there, I'll share it. If someone likes to provide some feedback or getting involved, or yeah. Anyways, the issue is there in the community, the last one created. And finally, the other thing that we agreed is we have been using the community/wiki with a list of the critical topics by every one of each member of the leading team, so the people can, let's say, asynchronously check what are the things that are waiting for feedback or reviews and so on. But this list was updated for some weeks, and we discussed that maybe if we are not updating it and no one said any word about that, maybe it's not useful. But we agreed in checking with other leaders to see if they want to keep it or not. I sent a message in the TSD discussions channel, but nobody replied. So maybe if we will wait for 1 week more, and if not, maybe we can proceed, stop using it. So yeah, I'm going to mark this at a vote as updated. Any comment? Cool. So for today, very quickly, there is one issue opened for creating public email addresses for different mailboxes. Info, let me add a comment because we had an issue duplicated and maybe I lost some of the information. So we discussed about info JSON schema. Report. And something for the newsletter. We can decide about what to use. I don't know if newsletter or maybe community that can be more polyvalent. I don't know, community or newsletter. Anyways, so 3 more mailboxes. I added here 2 different providers. Mail Fence, that I think that is the one suggested by Juan, if I'm not mistaken, that has $4 monthly fee. 3, okay, this is the European price. 3.5 euros month by account. And I found another, sorry, Juan, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, fun fact. I mean, I was also checking the pricing pages as you were doing. And the entry one for me visiting from an American continent is actually $3.5. So it's not even euros probably if you pay with an American card. So it's probably slightly cheaper.
Yeah. So this is one, probably is more secure. And I mean, there are millions of providers or thousands. I'm providing another one that is probably cheaper. We don't need a lot of capabilities, so this is another option. $1 monthly, which I mean, the thing is, let's take a decision because we can proceed with newsletter. I have been testing different, different, no, MailChimp. If we keep having the list under 500 is for free. So as soon as we scale, probably we'll need to pay, but not in the beginning. But we need an email account. And my intention in bringing this topic here with all of you is just get a thumbs up, green light to proceed. Juan, go ahead.
I mean, one of the ideas that we could do, because it sounds like, you want like 3 general purpose emails. They don't even really need to be, different accounts. What you could do, for example, is pay for like one Google one, right? And then you can, I believe that you can set up lots of aliases to the same one. As long as it's the same custom domain, the multiple aliases come under like one account. So in theory, say, you pay for like Google apps, you pay only for one account with say, you make it info@jasonschema.org and make the other two or whatever, just aliases to that, and that might actually reduce the cost quite a lot.
Yeah, I think most providers have that sort of functionality. I don't think it's
Yeah, I use that with MailFence. I have like 6 different aliases or like different
Sure.
custom domains even. It's very
Yeah.
convenient.
And in MailFence, the aliases are for free too?
I mean, with the starter plan, you get multiple aliases as long as it's with the same domain, right? If you have the pro one, so I'm on the pro one, I pay like 10 euros or something like that a month, but then I get like a huge amount of aliases even from different custom domains. But I think you need only one, right?
Yeah, that's right. We only need one. Yeah, let's at least agreed in proceeding with the email account. So and maybe we can I don't know what is the next step, but is blocking the newsletter, to be honest. So the newsletter template and all those stuff is extremely easy. So we can proceed with the newsletter. That is one of the important items that we have pending in the community list for very long, and we only need this. So I don't care honestly about the provider. Probably Google Workspace is a very interesting option. MailFence too. Maybe we can try MailFence. That maybe is cheaper, and let's see how it goes. Ben, you have a comment here saying Google Workspace. So
Yeah, and I also put Namecheap in, just because that's a provider that I'm familiar with. And
let's do it.
the price is quite cheap as well.
I am familiar with Google Workspace too. So for me, I'm totally fine with that. And we will, be up to speed. I mean, with the two providers is supposed to be very easy. But if everyone agrees, I'll check tomorrow to create the account, or maybe yourself, Ben, if you want to keep the ownership.
Yeah, I mean, my only concern with Google Workspace is there's a lot more admin overhead in having a Google Workspace or Google Domains set up. So that does create more overhead than I think we probably need just for one email account. So my preference would be to avoid Google Workspaces. Saying that, I haven't added into a workspace for like 7 or 8 years, so it's probably changed, but it's overly complex for what we need.
Makes sense. Let's proceed with mail fence. Juan, are you happy with that provider yourself?
I've been using it for like 8 years so far, and again, I'm on the pro plan even, and I'm quite happy. But again, I think, I mean, it really depends. I mean, what in my opinion kind of sucks a bit about MailFence is just that the entire web UI. But if you use a desktop email client like I do, I think it's perfect. But if you're expecting to go through the web UI, I mean, it's Gmail is nicer, right? But if you only want like some desktop integration or maybe some forwarding to the right people or stuff like that, then it's probably okay. I'm happy with it at least.
Cool. I'll check it tomorrow. And that's it for today. We have plenty of time, so you want to discuss anything else? Is that time? If not, we are free early in this time.
And Julian is just connecting to the call. Right, that's right on time, Julian.
Okay, I see a comment in the chat. Greg, frequently asked question. Is that the topic you wanted to discuss?
No, that was a question about what you possibly wanted to add to that overview section in the
Yeah.
on the website. Kind of pertains to my recent blog post of just, or no, it was questions that I posted into a question I posted into the Postman Slack of asking other open source people what they do with questions that have that are commonly asked. I forget what specific question it was, but it's just like, or how many times during the week does one of us send somebody to the implementations page? Like, we already have this answered for you, just go there. I don't know if having an FAQ would resolve some of that, but yeah, I find at least once a week I send somebody to the implementations page.
Yeah, just to show that we already have that in Planet for some point of time, I'm going to share my screen one more time. This is the issue 158 in the website with the documentation strategy. That is this one. So here we work in changing the content structure using this framework. And as I'm showing here in overview, we are expecting in some point of time having use case, the roadmap, the vision of the project. Those are ideas, so it's not mandatory. The specification development process, some information about support and the community, and the FAQ. So yes, I think that FAQ is something important to have. It's not going to solve all our problems, but at least it's going to be easier, like just saying, hey, check before asking, so we can just share the link to the question, and it's like learning by reinforcement. So as if we do it often in a Slack, others will do the same, and probably we'll start seeing a change in the behavior of the community. But it will take time. But we need to be constant. Like as soon as we have good answers, that is not, and we are not growing tax section a lot. It's like keeping in a digestible, like, I don't know what is the right number of questions answered, but digestible and well organized. So I think that is going to help. Yeah, it's planned. We need more contributors. Any comment before leaving the session for today? Okay. Thank you, everyone. It was a great meeting today, short but great, as always. Thank you for making the time for connecting. And I wish all of you a good rest of the day. Have a good day, a good rest, and see you tomorrow in Slack or GitHub. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Sure.
Bye.